Hey guys, one thing I get asked about all the time is gear. Everyone wants to know what pedals you're using, what amp, what guitar, all that kind of stuff. And while I have that lesson, Foundation of Good Tone, in the 101 section, I thought it'd be worthwhile to start doing some pedal and gear reviews. Review maybe isn't the right word for it. I'd say demo would be a better word. You know, one thing that drives me crazy when I'm going around looking for pedals is I watch these videos of these guys playing and using that pedal in a way that I would never use it. And then I never actually get to hear it in the context of how I want to use it. And so I'm going to always come at these from the perspective of how would I use this in a worship environment. So today we're going to be looking at the Boss DD3 digital delay. Now this thing is old school. It's my workhorse. I've had it forever. It is a set it and forget it pedal. It's the most basic of delays, and we'll get into much more detailed stuff with much more complicated stuff. But the thing that I like about this is this pedal is just, you turn it on, you can just leave it on for a whole set and it'll really just kind of fill out your sound. You know, there's no tap tempo, there's no presets, there's not all these weird effects you can add to it. It's just really, really basic delay. So let's take a look at what the knobs do, and then I'll just play it in a number of different styles, all within kind of a worship feel. Now you notice from left to right, the knobs are effect level, which is how loud the repeats are going to be. You have the feedback, which is how long the repeats are going to last. And then you have the delay time, which is how much space is in between the repeats. So for example, if I play the delay time here, I have more space than if I drop it there. Now, that number, or the dial to the right, you have a long, medium, and short delay spans, as well as a hold feature, which I'll talk about in a minute. That basically just adjusts it's kind of like a macro adjustment for the delay time knob. So for example, if I drop it there, it's much longer, and it just allows me to adjust with the delay time. Feedback, adjust how long it lasts. You notice the difference, it drops off really quickly. And then your effect level is just how loud it is. You notice when it's turned all the way up, it's actually louder than your initial pick note. Turn it way down, and it's a lot quieter. Now for me, while I can make adjustments and go a lot shorter, and we'll demo some of that, my delay pedal generally lives in that 800 millisecond range. All right, now let's take a listen and see what this thing can do. So there you have it. It's pretty versatile in terms of what you can do. You know, you can pretty much do anything that you want to do with a basic delay. But if you want to expand outside of anything basic, it's really not the best option for you. I like simple, so it works great for me. The The one other option that it has is this hold feature, which honestly I think is fairly unusable. Essentially what it'll do is whatever your settings are, you can play something and then hold it, and as long as you hold it, that thing will repeat, and then you can let it go. The moment you do, it stops. Now, it's not a very usable feature. If it had an expression pedal, or you could make some other adjustments, or you had other effects working with it, or you could set it as a preset, there's a lot more that you could do with that, but I think in this version of the pedal, it's not really that useful. But that's pretty much it for this one. That's pretty much the demo. Down below, I've got kind of some pros and cons, and then in the comment section, feel free to ask questions or start talking to each other. There's a lot of guys that know a lot about pedals. I notice all I have to do is post a little something about tone, and the comment section just goes crazy. So by all means, check that out. Let me know what you think, and let me know what else you want me to take a look at. Hey guys, one thing I get asked about all the time is gear. Everyone wants to know what pedals you're using, what amp, what guitar, all that kind of stuff. And while I have that lesson, Foundation of Good Tone, in the 101 section, I thought it'd be worthwhile to start doing some pedal and gear reviews. Review maybe isn't the right word for it. I'd say demo would be a better word. One thing that drives me crazy when I'm going around looking for pedals is I watch these videos of these guys playing and using that pedal in a way that I would never use it. And then I never actually get to hear it in the context of how I want to use it. And so I'm going to always come at these from the perspective of how would